Hello, everyone. Thank you for coming back and joining me as we continue this journey, this reboot, as I talked about in the last video. As promised, I told you that I would share some of the things that went on last year because I haven't seen you guys in a year, other than my intro reboot back video that I did. Haven't talked to you guys since the video on solar farms, right? Which was actually done by AI, we'll be talking about that too. So I want to talk to you about a year. I'm going to circle back to a year from now. A year from now, or last year, 2024, there were a lot of incentives for our clients. The Inflation Reduction Act was alive and well. It was a large bill with a lot of incentives and rebates for nonprofits, churches, schools, and then there was money for disadvantaged communities. There was a lot of money in that bill, probably one of the biggest green initiatives out there. And so my business partner and we were really out there trying to make an impact with churches and particularly schools. You know, they are the staple of our communities. And so we wanted them to know that there was a huge opportunity for them to get some of these funds. And in some cases, those rebates went up as high as 70%. They were really, really high. Unfortunately, a lot of people drag their feet. Sometimes you have to go through boards, and if people don't really understand certain things, the importance, then they tend to find other things to be more important. But we were really, really out giving a major push because we didn't know when the elections happen, that could all go away, which they did. Even for homeowners, the 30%, that's gone now too. But what happened was we were out and we were so excited about people being able to get these projects done to reduce their energy consumption. If you're a school, and in most cases their electricity bills were like $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 a month. That's a lot of money. And I'm sure you guys, not just in California, but in other areas, you have seen a lot of solar carports going up. And that is to help schools with their energy costs. Now, we went and talked to a private school, and we had put together an amazing, innovative project for them. We're excited about that because a lot of times schools that are in disadvantaged communities, they don't necessarily get that kind of attention. And so we had really put together something amazing for this organization. In addition to the solar and the battery storage, we had also put together EV charging. Especially if you're here in California, EV charging is huge. The city that I live in, you see more Teslas than you see Toyota Corollas. They've literally taken over in that particular space. And with the charging stations, literally within less than 5 miles from me, I think there's about 100. There's a lot. And the Metrolink station, which is not far from me, they're going to be putting in 100. So anyway, that's a whole nother story. But when we were putting together these proposals for these, for schools and churches, oh my gosh, we were really trying to show them how, look, this is how you can reduce your costs, but you can also get up to 70% of the money back. Right? You just gotta, you gotta move. You gotta move quickly. You gotta get this done. And a lot of people, honestly, they just drag their feet. Okay. So we had a school that we had put together this whole project from. They did the whole thing. We brought in the banking. We really pride ourselves on being a part of the community and actually going out and doing the work. We had taken a woman who does documentaries and taken her out there we do a lot of little extra stuff that, a lot of times people aren't going to get from other places. We like to, I live in the community, so like to really support the community, tell them where grants and everything are. We did that work. Well, we got the client approved. The client signed the documents, and there's a cooling off period that you have. We got past that and everything. And then literally without not any warning, they canceled. Yeah, it was a huge project. We brought out engineers. We've done a lot. So when I was telling you in the my reboot, I'm gonna call it video, some good things, bad things, but what do you learn from that? So as I'm back and I'm doing these videos again, I want to talk to you about not just the good, but also the bad. What are some of the lessons that we learned? Because even though we're a renewable energy company and we're really a concierge, so we're really a concierge. We look at our clients and talk to them about sustainability. And sustainability is not just, clean energy or renewable energy. Sustainable has to do with you sustaining a lot of the things that go into being a business owner. So what did we learn from that? What did we learn? Oh my gosh. I don't, I would say perhaps ask more questions. I don't know if that would have done it, but maybe instead of letting it drag out into a 2-year project, maybe give them some deadlines so that things start to move along and they don't just take advantage of your time. Because some people don't value your time. They don't realize that your time is money. And I don't mind going out and sitting and talking with people about things, but typically when we do that, we're not getting paid for that. We're a small business. We have to close deals in order to make income. And so I don't like to put that on anyone else. I like to figure it out ourselves. And I would say that we could probably do a better job of asking questions and finding out how serious people really are. Because when the election happened, and then around 2025 is when, certain decisions were being made by the current administration, there were a lot of things that were going to affect to a degree, but then there were things that could be done where you could still continue and see the benefit regardless. Okay, so you're not going to get a rebate anymore. You're not going to get even our residential are not getting 30%. But let's really look at the numbers and see what we can do to reduce your energy costs or your cost period. And I think that's a big deal that a lot of clients really need to take a look at is how much money are you spending, and are there ways that you can reduce some of that cost, and at least be open to the information and open to people coming to you and showing you things that can be done. I mean, we had pulled together some amazing rebates from other organizations and things here that are in the Inland Empire, just in the state of California, even just with the state. And so our biggest challenge is education, knowledge, getting people to understand what does this whole thing mean. And with our clients, even if the ones that don't care about, about going green, but they do care about their pocketbook. They 100% care about how much money is going out. And so I'm not going to get into that right now. I'm not going to get into so that I will explain to you later things like building code and how the building is changing. The buildings are having different regulations and things. I'm going to go into that on another call, but I just wanted to let you know that that was a disappointment. But regardless of that disappointment, we're still here. We are still here, and we're learning. We're learning a lot. The transition from residential to commercial can be eye-opening. I'll just say it that way. It can be eye-opening. We continue to support our residential clients, but we're going to start doing a lot more of our work on the commercial side. But yeah, you just learn. You live and learn, and you hopefully you live another day to figure it out, to make it happen, to keep going, right? And so the way I'm going to help, hopefully, other people is by sharing a lot of our journey, what we're doing, because this way people can get educated and can make better decisions that are going to help your business be a lot more sustainable. All right? All right, everybody. Thank you. Thank you for coming back. Bye.